Alright. Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens was on a little split screen thing talking about, like, I think there's parties behind them that basically tried to influence them to talk smack about Israel starting, with Candace said Israel starting war with Iran, to talk smack about Israel. And then Tucker said something like, another forever war with Iran, or they were trying to get us into another forever war. A forever war. That's like one of their little catchwords, like, oh yeah, just because I said forever war. Now, no matter what I say, I gotcha. The thing is, you guys gotta stop being so simple-minded, and you also should be incredibly simple on this one point, which you're missing somehow. If Iran had the nukes we have, they would have started a nuclear war with us, and if they could have just destroyed us, they would have. They just hate us. Don't you understand that? So I think we should all agree about that first. On a strictly self-protection, self-preservation, military level, United States military security issue. Common sense, okay? They hate Israel and they hate us the same way. They burn flags and say, death to Israel, death to the United States. That's what they say. Durka Durka. Muhammad Jihad. They also say that. That's from a South Park movie. Just kidding. But God also said on Julie Green Ministries, he said, I'm cutting off Hezbollah a week before this war, which they called a war then. It was about somewhere in the range of close to 2 years ago. Maybe a little bit over 2 years ago. Because it's November now, so it was definitely, I think, by October. But I know because I was in Virginia and I watched the Julie Green episode with these two Snoopalooskis. Okay. Yeah, that's right. And, he said I'm cutting off Hezbollah. So this is also something that God's decided to do. It's like a holy genocide. To put it bluntly, I'm not going to dance around the topic. God said it. When God says something, Snoopalooski. Exactly. He knows the fear of God. It says in the Bible, put the fear of God into your children. And it also says, the fear of God is the beginning of man's wisdom. And you know what it says about demons and the fear of God? That they have the trembling fear of God. They get the trembling fear of God. But the trembling fear of God could also be felt by people, by man. And that's the beginning of man's wisdom. True wisdom is the fear of God. So, you guys think you're so smart, huh? Know what St. Paul said? Don't try to be smart. Know what else St. Paul... Wait a second. I'm going to tell you what I say. Go fuck yourselves. In light of St. Paul says, we like to be offended. Take that, Candace Owens. That's right. He also says, I come as a stumbling block and a rock of offense. Alright. Anyway, just start thinking of it that way. Iran would nuke us. So, what's the argument? Whose side are you on? See how they brainwash you? Or, if they can influence you to say something that you're not even thinking about that deep, they pay you. You might not want to think about it when they're paying you, because it's like, wait a second, why was it, compromise, security. They got you guys anti-Israel agents, but it makes you into like commie, anti-self-hating U.S. See how they do that? China does that shit too. China, if they could, who are we in debt to? What are these trillions of dollars about? Seems about the same amount of money that went missing the last 10, 20 years. 20 years maybe. 26 trillion, what is it? Something like that, 32, some 26, 7, it was more than 17. I remember when it was up to 17. I think it was already at 2014, It might have already been up to 17 trillion missing. It's like black money. God says he has it all traced. He said that too online. And he said he's going to trace it all back and get it all back. And he said as for the terrorists' offshore bank accounts, he said he's draining them under the radar and he's going to redisperse the money because he's not going to let it stay in the hands of murderers. So that's interesting. There's a redistribution of wealth going on or about to go on, or, you know, forever war. My ass, Tucker.